I'm supposed to, like, what about Kappa talking about your son?
What I was doing was watching your live. I had been in your live for a minute. It was we mutuals. You popped up, on my For You page. And what you were talking about was what you were talking about. It's no shade or nothing like that. You understand what I'm saying? But see, when I saw Kappa, I'm trying to understand why Kappa, this has nothing to do with you. I'm trying to understand why Kappa keeps avoiding me.
Oh, so you weren't talking about me. You was trying to figure out why Kappa was avoiding. Oh yeah, because they was making it seem like you were asking me like why I didn't say something about Kappa saying something about your son.
Did you hear what she said?
I'm not even sure what happened, but my stance has been with kids should be left out
Hold
of
on,
everything.
and I know it, and I know that. But hold on, I got you.
Yeah, y'all, I'm back on this page. My access got removed. So what I did was my access got restored. So what I did was, y'all, I jumped on real quick, and then I was like, Alicia on, let me just dual live real quick.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, in my live, all lives are recorded. I have nothing against you. We are mutuals. You understand what I'm saying? Your live is your live, and my live is my live. And this is what I wanted to address. I'm gonna play this for you, and I want you to just listen at it for me.
Can y'all grab Kappa real quick? Because what happened?
Let me know when you're ready.
Here, like if anybody wants to like address somebody, like or whatever, if y'all got a situation going on that y'all want to address and y'all want to talk out, I'm more than happy to facilitate spaces like that, and I've done that before in the past. So if that's what you choose to do, I'm okay with it. If they want to go grab Kappa, if she want to come up and y'all want to like talk, not yell at each other, but talk to each other, we can do
it. Listen. I want you to hear what I'm about to play.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Alicia went on that trip to Disney. The husband of Mama Coco took the little boy to the bathroom by himself and then came back and told Alicia she needs to teach him how to use the bathroom because he pulled his pants down all the way and exposed himself. On the phone with this little boy. Right.
So here's my question. My son was 5 at the time when he went to Disney. None of what she said happened.
Okay.
None of it. Now, I know you don't know me, but me dealing with Kappa, this doesn't just stop at TikTok. CPS was called on me over 100 times for some of these same accusations that Kappa is saying. So my question to Kappa and all of the people who were there at the time when my son was blessed to go to Disney.
I was there.
Did anybody hear anything like that? Did anybody experience anything like that? Did anybody hear Mama Coco husband tell me something like that? That's all I'm asking. Did anybody hear that?
Coco situation, but I do know that there was.
That's all I'm asking. Just be honest. Did anybody hear anything about my son exposing himself to others?
Chef, you said it was on live. Chef, if you can send it to me on my IG and we can play it, or if you can direct me to it on a line. Not my IG, but on YouTube, if you could direct me to it.
And here's the problem, right? Chef, you was just in here. Why you couldn't say that in here?
Well, I do have some questions though. Okay, because I guess I'm a bit confused. I've always said kids should be left out of things. People talk about kids, whatever. Everybody has done their dirt at this point. Like everybody. Like nobody's excluded from that. Nobody. Everybody has been inappropriate, right? Everybody.
Before you ask those questions, I want to ask you this. Does any of your questions have anything to do to correlate why Kappa keeps speaking on my minor son in a sexual manner?
Well, my
Because
question
that's
is,
all I care about. That's all I care
well,
about.
my question.
I said that in my live. I don't have nothing to do with Blaze. I don't have nothing to do with
No, I don't
Polisa.
have any
I don't have
questions
nothing to do with
about
iCreep.
Blaze or none
None
of
of
that
that.
stuff. I've never mentioned you in my lives. That's why I thought it was weird. Because I'm like, why is she watching my lives or talking about me? Because I'm like, I've never mentioned any situation with you in it at all, right? I have been around. I was definitely there for, the Walt Disney trip. I was there for all of that. I was there for the drama with it. I've been there since the beginning, and I've told people that over and over. So I've seen all of this, most of it, majority of it, a lot of it. You get what I'm saying? My question is this, though, because there's been a lot of back and forth for years. Not only just at one point, y'all was coming after Kappa too, you know what I'm saying? And everything. Everybody was coming after everybody. Now, whether or not you're doing it today, I'm not sure. Don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the first time me coming in your live the other day, Stoby was in the box and something had happened in Blaze Live. I think you were talking about this exact same thing, and some other lady was in the box, right? But my question is, when it comes to you and Kappa, did you feel like this was the only place for you to address her in? Like, I guess I'm confused, like, why my live? Or why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why over here? Because you saw her over here. Because she be somewhere everywhere. Do
Here's the
you want
thing.
to talk to Kappa?
Oh, yes, most definitely. But see, Kappa not going to talk to me. Kappa going to scream, yell, holler, all that stuff. I don't want to hear none of that. You understand what I'm saying? And here's why I addressed it. One, because you are my mutual, and I didn't know that you were associated with her and the llamas. I never knew that because I don't be on here like that. Wait a minute.
Well,
You asked me a
let me make
question.
one correction about
Okay.
associated with. I go wherever, and I'm cool with everybody.
And that's fine. And that's, listen, first of all, let me explain this. You are grown. You understand what I'm saying? You can associate with whoever you want to associate with. But a piece of what I see about you is that one thing you always say, you don't lie.
No.
One thing you always do is try to keep it real, try to keep it kosher. And trust me, I wanted to come in there, but I didn't want to come in there and derail your topics. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's your platform. So that's why I came on my platform. You understand what I'm saying? Never did I say anything negative about you. Never did I address you in a manner where I was upset or anything like that with you.
Okay, because that's what
Only
it
thing I want to,
kind of seemed like
I
from the
don't,
comments.
I, like I said, everything is recorded. I don't want to address why me and Kappa don't get along with Kappa. I don't want to address why we fell out with me and Kappa. I don't want to address who did what to who. I don't want to address that. I want to address why she keeps doing this to my 6-year-old son. Why does she keep bringing my 6-year-old son up in a sexual manner? Why is she discussing my 6-year-old son, saying that he exposed himself in front of a man with another man? Why is she discussing that?
Well, that would definitely be
That's the conversation that I want to have with Kappa. I don't want to talk about nothing else with Kappa. I want to understand why she keeps bringing my son up. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care about the malicious rumors that you spread about me. I don't care about none of that. I care about the fact that you actively try to put my son in the system behind lies like this. These type of lies, which I understand you were talking about, iCreep and the things that, the things that she said, the things that she alleged. Lies like this are a detriment. Lies like this are dangerous, way more dangerous than what iCreep and these grown ass adults are doing. You understand what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with you. Because in that same conversation, Kappa talked about Blaze. In that same conversation, she talked about me and my son, and a man who passed away, who has been nothing but good to every person that he has ever come across. And to vilify this man. by saying that he was in a stall with my then 5-year-old son.
No, I don't think she can see y'all comments because I don't know how dual live work, y'all. But I don't know
Dual
if
live,
that's because
I
I'm
can't
up
see your
or not.
comments.
I don't know if how that
I,
works because it's only
I
like my
can't.
second or third time dual live.
I can't see any of your comments, and I'm just gonna be honest. I don't care to see them. I want to know why this woman and her followers have a fixation, a very dangerous fixation on my children. I think I just explained that, just me. I think I just explained to her why I brought her up, why I was watching her live. I think I just
I'm
explained
gonna be honest with you. This is what I noticed with TikTok, right? Like everybody, uses the whole mutual thing. I don't know what that necessarily means for one person or
it.
whoever else, right? To me, it's just like we follow each other. Right. I don't get it anybody's beef or anybody's anything else.
Exactly.
Now I do ask questions about stuff because that's what I'm known for doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely ask questions. I've already expressed how I felt about bringing kids in it. I don't care who's doing it or whatever. So I've already talked about that, right? But I guess my thing is I don't think I have anything necessarily to do with the conversation or with what's going on with you and Kappa, other than if y'all want me to facilitate a space to where y'all actually talk.
I mean, you don't, and I keep saying that. And listen, I can play my live back, cut it up so you can see it. You understand what I'm saying? I literally did not say anything negative about you. All I said was the conversation that you were talking about. That's your conversation. The conversation that I want to talk about that I feel is more detriment than I creep in her phone conversations.
I don't think, look, okay, I think like we can't I get for you, that's something personal to you because it involves your kid, whatever, and the narrative that could possibly be put out there like that. I do think like that's not a cool narrative, right? But at the same time, we can't say that that's more important. Now, it may be more important to you, absolutely, 10 toes down. But I do think, I'm not saying I agree with kids being brought up or anything like that, but the way iCreep was talking in this call, like this lady sexually assaulted her, and just the narrative of that, even with having police to have that narrative, even have narratives that's been spun about me and the dangers of all of that. Like, I get it. And I'm not saying only one side spin narratives or anything like that. I'm not saying that.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. I agree with you. That is dangerous. It's very dangerous. It was done to me. One of the questions that you brought up was, you said you wanted to talk to Polisa about, where the question that she asked somebody was, did you tell this person that they made you feel uncomfortable? And they said no. But they immediately brought it here, and Polisa had a problem with that. But then iCreep did the same thing. And this literally was just done to me by a group of women and one man who never let me know that I made them feel uncomfortable. They brought it to TikTok. They brought it to Stephanie with the whole show and all that stuff like that. Never told me nothing.
Are you talking about the Roku show?
Yes. So I totally understand where you're coming with that. And I am not disregarding y'all experiences at all. I just hate how when we talk about the fact that they're sexualizing children, it's glossed over because of who's doing it. Now, if that was me.
I don't think that it's glossed over.
On. For me. It was glossed over because I'm not talking about just you. I'm not talking about you at all. It was glossed over. Nobody that was there during that Disney trip addressed the fact of Kappa saying what she said. Nobody addressed it. Nobody said, well, Kappa, I was there. I don't think I heard that. I don't think that happened. Nobody said nothing. They just let it gloss over. Now, this 6-year-old little boy, him and his mama have a stamp on them by this woman, Kappa, and her followers, that not only is he being molested, but he's exposing himself to
I don't have
others.
to worry about Kappa being here. The llamas got to cover. Trust and believe. The llamas are definitely here and in the comments. And I did tell the llamas to go get Kappa in the very beginning of the live.
She was in your life. So where did she go? Like, I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's hard for you as a grown woman to make these accusations and not be able to face me.
I do have a quick question, because I don't think anybody should talk about children. I've already said that. Did you say something about Rabbi's daughter?
Never.
Because
never say nothing about Rabbi's daughter. And here's the thing, and let me address that too. Y'all like to get people's pages taken down, and then y'all like to push narratives because y'all know that that person can't get to those videos. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all know that that person can't prove y'all wrong. Okay? Let me explain something. I made a video proving that the family that he claimed was not his was actually his. You understand? And there was pictures of him with this said family. His Facebook that he said was not his. I screenshot a picture of it, and it just so happened to have his daughter in the background. And I played a hillbilly song, and he got my page taken down and then tried to use it to say that I was saying something about his daughter. Now, let's not talk about the fact that Rabbi has had my son's picture up on his page before I did anything.
But see, this is why I don't get involved when y'all talk about each other's children and stuff like that. And I only get involved in certain situations. And this is why I only get involved in certain situations. Like, granted, everybody, to me, this is what it just looks like to me. And this ain't about sides, because I've said before, I think that on both sides, anybody's sides in any beef that has been on this app, there has been wrong done on both sides in every single beef that I have seen, or every single drama that I have seen, right? But when a lot of people on this app go after people, they often use something that has a kid in it. And I don't think that that is right, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I can't, for me, this is just for me, I can't sit here and fault Kappa for what she said, even if I disagree with it, if at the same breath, like, you weren't careful either with putting up a picture of somebody else's kid. Now, is it comparable? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody is introducing kids into these situations. Mm-hmm. Everybody. You know, okay. And I've talked about that before on my lives before, that one person goes to this extreme, one person goes to this extreme, and we never know who's going to what extreme, who's doing what, right? So that may have been an innocent oops. I don't know what happened. I don't know the full story. I kind of remember it a little bit, though. I have to refresh my memory. Rabbi said he got some receipts. Just send them to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But if your receipts don't include that entire video, Mr. White Man, I don't want to hear it.
But the thing about it is, I guess
I don't want to hear that. And he always wants to insert himself, trying to say that I said something about his daughter, when he knows if he had that full video, which he probably does have, you would see that it had nothing to do with his daughter. Nothing. Nothing was said about his daughter.
But was there a picture of his daughter?
The picture was on his Facebook page as his background. Okay. It was showing that was his page.
Okay. Oh, you were showing that it was his page. Did you crop his daughter out?
No, I did not. Just like he did not crop my son out when he put my son up.
Well, both of y'all should have cropped the kids out.
I agree. Okay, that's fine. That's one thing. But the fact that this white man is lying, saying that I sexualized his daughter, and the fact that Kappa is on recording sexualizing my son and called CPS over 100 times. I just contacted CPS over 100 times with the same rhetoric that she has in this recording. My point is this: we can go ahead and go toe to toe on this app and say whatever we gonna say, bring up whoever we want to bring up. But when you start to talk sexually about children, and when you get government entities involved saying that a child is being sexualized, that is a problem. I never asked you to get involved. I never wanted you to get involved. I never asked you to facilitate anything. You understand what I'm saying? I never asked you to get involved. So you saying this is why I don't get involved, you don't have to say that to me because I can handle my own business, my love.
I don't know how this is happening because it looks like I got a guest request from Rabbi, but it says ask to wait.
I don't want to talk to Rabbi. Rabbi is a white man. Rabbi is a white man, and I don't want to talk to him.
Do you have proof of back? Kappa's asking for proof. Kappa, are you saying proof?
Proof of what?
Y'all, I figured out, Kappa, I can't let you come up because I'm dual living right now.
Proof of what? Kappa ain't got Kappa can easily come to my live. Nobody's gonna disrespect her. I'm not gonna yell at her. She can come and address me.
Dual live and have y'all both come up over here.
I am staying on my live, dear. If she wants to address me and address this right here, this recording, then we can do that. But I don't need anybody to facilitate for me. I'm 40 years old. I can handle my business. And I appreciate your time, but nothing negative was said about you. Okay? All right, dear. Y'all have a good one.
Because I ain't had nothing to do with it, but they are asking for some proof. Like if you want to show something.
Proof of what do they need proof of?
I guess they're asking for proof of, you did say something about, I did hear the audio that you played, but you said that Kappa was the one that called CPS.
Yeah, and don't worry, don't worry. Listen, I wanna make this promise to everyone on that side asking me for proof. I've already called Jersey County. I've already made my police reports down here. My next stop tomorrow is CPS. I'm going to play this recording for them, and then they're going to match with those calls.
Do you have any records?
Because some of the same things, some of the, and you know, the funny thing about it is the fact that y'all are asking me to prove that this woman is doing these types of things when clearly she's recorded saying an egregious lie that never happened. Anybody that knew me back then knew. You understand what I'm saying? So why do I need to prove anything to any of you?
Well, you don't. You
understand what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I don't have to prove anything because I'm not looking for you all to do anything because I know y'all are not going to do anything. Proof has been laid to y'all so many times about this woman and nothing gets done. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't address her. Y'all don't check her. Y'all don't do none of that. So saying where's the proof? Or you just saying I'm saying y'all as in general.
Okay, not
so as far as asking where's the proof and all that stuff like that, what difference does it make? You understand what I'm saying? If Kappa can't come in my live and address me, we can even do a live. If you can't come in this live and address me and address this that you said about my 6-year-old son exposing himself to people,
well,
I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing about Rabbi. I don't want to hear nothing about none of these other people, Kappa. I want you to address this. I want you to address why you keep speaking on my son. He is a minor.
Now,
he is a baby.
I have a question for you because I think it's fair if you want to address Kappa.
Respectfully,
Kappa.
I'm only addressing Kappa. See, when I was going after Cuban Delight, this is why I fell out with so many people because so many people had so many other issues. I was addressing Cuban Delight.
Hold on, real quick. I do want to ask the question because this sounds like a personal issue between you and Kappa and something strictly between y'all, right? And this is part of TikTok that I really don't understand because something that you said, and I hear people say often, like nobody addressed Kappa, right? So what does addressing Kappa look like to you? Because to me,
what is addressing Kappa? What does it look like to me?
Yeah, because hold on, let me finish my full statement because this is what, for me, just how I am personally as an individual, right? For me, I don't believe that you can hold other adults accountable, right? And I believe, like, if you have an issue with that individual person, that issue is with that person. Like, their friends, I don't think should come online. I don't agree with friends coming online and addressing like their friends online. I don't think that is friendship, right? So we don't know if anybody addressed her privately or anything like that, because honestly, if it was my friend and I addressed her privately, I wouldn't be coming to the app telling all of these people, right?
Okay, and that's cool, right?
Look like as far as like addressing, like why should it, and this is a question that I have for a lot of people on this app. Why does anybody have to, just because either they're mutuals or somebody's in the live or they're in the box, why does anybody else have to address that person that you have an individual issue with?
Okay, so it seems like, well, you said you had one question, but it sounds like multiple, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer them how I see fit. First things first, right? If I'm your friend and I do something wrong and you feel like you should address me privately, even though what I did wrong was publicly, right? Then you should not be addressing anyone else that is not your friend. You should not be addressing them at all on here. You should not be calling them out. You should not be trying to check them. And let me agree with you on one thing. Nobody can hold me accountable except me. Nobody can hold you accountable except you. But certain things, it's just not going to work out for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for anyone to just be like, oh, Kappa's canceled and all that. I'm not looking for that. You understand what I'm saying? I am looking for the fact of y'all to acknowledge who was there when I went to Disney with my son and he had the time of his life. Why is this woman saying this about this baby? And every single person that was there should have at least said something, because she did this publicly.
So you're saying everybody
She
that
did
was
this
in
publicly.
So
Everybody that was there should have said, well, no, that's not what I remember, Kappa. You understand? Because that's what they're saying now. No, that's not what I remember, Kappa. So my thing is this, right? Me addressing a woman who is saying that my son, my 5-year-old son, exposed himself to people. This overgrown ass woman is saying that my son exposed himself, my 5-year-old son exposed himself to people. It's on recording.
Yeah, I mean, we
And
heard
nobody, and hold on, I heard you. And nobody has nothing to say to Kappa but Alicia. I have questions. Baby, I bid you a good night. It was good talking to you.